President William Ruto is in panic mode. This after a section of police officers came forth to expose his plan of using goons alongside the police officers. Is after an order was given from CS Murkomen and his PS Raymond Omolo to police officers to try and work with the goons ahead of the 2027 election. It is a statement that was made and a revelation that has changed the perspective people had for William Ruto and his administration. In a long statement that was written on social media by His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, the former deputy president, he revealed that the police officers had confined in opposition team that William Ruto has deployed to work alongside the police, has deployed goons to work alongside the police on orders of CS Murkomen and also PS Raymond Omolo. I want to lead you through the statement that was written by Rigathi Gachagua that has drawn attention in Kenya and beyond. Gachagua wrote, "As well captured by the two leading dailies, goonism has become the operational module for William Ruto's administration. Cornered and loathed by Kenyans by mismanaging the country and making corruption the way of life, William Ruto has sought the services of goons to help and keep him in power and deal with the leaders and Kenyans opposed to his leadership and that had messed the country in a record of 3 years. Goons are now part of the National Police Service and work alongside the police in causing chaos and unleashing violence against innocent Kenyans. It is now apparent that the mission to Haiti had nothing to do with helping the country suppress criminal gangs, but was a benchmarking expedition for the police to learn how to work with criminal gangs to run politics. Indeed, since then criminal gangs have become very active and acting with impunity and no longer hide that they work alongside the police. Police have confirmed to us in confidence that goons are deployed to work alongside the police on orders of the CS Murkomen and PS Raymond Omolo." That is a message written by Rigathi Gachagua, but before I take you through it, I want us to watch this video, and thereafter we'll also talk something about it. Now, before I go back to the statement of Rigathi Gachagua on social media, you've seen the video you've just watched. Those are the police officers being escorted by goons, and from what you saw, it seems that the police are now working with the goons. You see, there is a Land Rover for a police, a certain police station. Definitely, there are police officers there. You saw police officers, they don't bother with the goons. You see, they're working together. And perhaps this is what William Ruto wants, according to Rigathi Gachagua. Now, back to what Rigathi Gachagua said, I want to pick on 2 points there. Number one point that has caught my attention is the fact that the police themselves have confined in confidence to Rigathi Gachagua that goons are now deployed to work alongside the police on orders of Murkomen and Raymond Omolo. Those are the police officers. You know, in as much as they may be contaminated, not all police officers are bad, and there are some who regard human dignity, who regard humanity, and those ones are the one who are confiding in Rigathi Gachagua, telling him that please make sure you say it so that we can end this menace. And I can tell you for free, Raymond Omolo and Murkomen, they are menace in Kenya. In fact, they are some of the incompetent leaders we have. Because, for God's sake, how can you allow the police officers to work with goons? Because where we are headed, then we don't have a country. How can you allow, you see, how can you allow the goons to work side by side with police officers to harass innocent Kenyans, the same police officers who are meant to protect Kenyans against the, against those goons. But now Murkomen has gone as far as deploying the goons to work alongside the police officers. You saw what happened recently when Godfrey Ososo was beaten. You saw what happened. So many things are happening in political rallies. The same thing happened today in the Southern Bypass. All the access to Kikuyu town were blocked by goons, and the residents of that area says they don't know, they've never come across those faces. That means those people, they were imported. They were imported from some place, from some region to cause mayhem in order to block Rigathi Gachagua and the opposition team from accessing Kikuyu town. So where are we headed as a country? Another thing, Rigathi Gachagua, is known in Kenya as the master of comebacks. He's one guy who is an entertainer and also a good mobilizer and a good politician in that sense. So you remember the time the Kenyan police were taken to Haiti. It was something that drew a lot of attention in Kenya. Many people complained, as in, how can you take the Kenyan police, to fight a gang in a foreign country and stuff. So here, Rigathi Gachagua is saying that those people, those police officers who were taken to Haiti to suppress the criminal gangs, is like they were not going there to suppress the gangs, but they were benchmarking on how to work with the criminal gangs to run politics. And that is what William Ruto has achieved, because according to Gachagua, since the police officers were taken to Haiti, and that is when these crimes have emerged, they have mushroomed in Kenya, whereby you find in a certain rally there are people who are being beaten because they don't support a certain politician. And lately is like they want to suppress the right of speech, whereby I'm not supposed to talk what I believe in, because if I talk what I believe in, or rather if I tell you that I believe in a certain politician, I'm beaten because I'm not subscribed to some politician that those goons want me to subscribe to. And that is what Rigathi Gachagua is saying. Whatever happened today, by the way, when I was looking in the videos, and these goons, these politicians can hire goons to block a certain leader from accessing a certain region. But for one, it's not only that leader who suffers. In fact, the people of that region suffers, because like today there was no transportation. People are not accessing Kikuyu town. People were being beaten. Those who are going to work perhaps never went to work because of what? The goons that were deployed by certain politician. In as much as Kimani Ichung'wah was saying like, oh, Rigathi Gachagua is the one who has been fielding these goons, nini. Me and you knows, Rigathi Gachagua cannot put or rather place a goon to prevent him from accessing, some things don't add up. And then another thing, we must agree that those goons, they are usually paid. There is someone who is facilitating them, and the facilitator is possibly a politician. And in today's mayhem at Southern Bypass, you don't tell me that those people went there because they felt like they should be goons and they should block people and harass them. It is because they were paid to do that. It is a job. And whoever who could do that is someone who feels like if Rigathi Gachagua and the opposition team goes to Kikuyu town, they will do him more harm than good. And who will that be? Definitely that is Kimani Ichung'wah. Yeah? And if you see, mostly those areas, those people who are affiliated with William Ruto are the ones who are being accused of using goonism to run their politics in their regions. I don't know what you think. Write your comment down there, your opinion, so that we can have a debate. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell, turn it on so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time I bring you a new content.